Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sister Wives, why Kody is better than Robyn Brown. Kody and Robyn Brown's comments and deeds are known to irritate Sister Wives followers. But Robyn seems to be worse than Kody. Robyn Brown takes first place, despite Kody's superiority. Kody and Robyn Brown are arguably two of the most prominent antagonists on reality television. Fans can no longer bear to watch Kody and Robyn interact since they seem to lie all the time after years of manipulating their wives, Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown. Fans, however, appear to think Robyn is the worst of the two unlikable characters. After so many shady events over the years, many people have developed a strong dislike for both Robyn Brown and Kody. However, Robyn is viewed as worse in many respects because she not only causes issues, but also has Kody carry out her orders. Robyn's tendency to play the victim is one of the main reasons why many believe she is worse. Kody can then take over and save the day. She also has a tendency to point the finger at others while denying her own shortcomings. It also keeps her stuck in a pattern of snapping and shrinking when people defend themselves. Under Kody's nose, she has openly disparaged Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown while pretending no one treats her well. Kody also witnesses his attractive but bashful wife being tormented by the attacks she receives from all members of the family. However, when given the opportunity, she even accuses Kody of displacing his previous spouses by laying the foundation. She also believes she deserves more, capitalizing on Robyn Brown's victim complex from Sister Wives. Robyn believed she was superior than Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown when she joined the family. She believed they should carry out her plan because her experiences from her previous marriage and polygamy were different. She feels she is entitled to more than the other women since she is so financially savvy. For example, they could have the wonderful items she and her family enjoyed if they saved their grocery money. She was adept at treating Kody like her best customer. Additionally, since Robyn spoke Kody, she only needed to instruct her sister spouses on how to perform multiple marriage more effectively. Additionally, she was aware that she was thinner and might take advantage of that against her sister spouses. Furthermore, Robyn Brown felt that the parenting philosophies of Christine, Janelle, and Meri Brown were excessively controlling in some ways and too relaxed in others. However, the other children felt that Brianna, Aurora, and Dayton were too gentle. According to Maddie Brown Brush, Robyn's children received more affection even if they were frequently ordered to knock it off and go on. Robyn also referred to her children as the core family. Robyn's children could not be expected to survive without seeing Kody for days on end, like the children of the original three wives had to do during and after COVID-19. Furthermore, Robyn Brown was given a lot more leeway than Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown, as Sister Wives demonstrates. Her attempts to regulate the actions of Meri, Janelle, Christine, and their children were a real smack in the face because she had greater autonomy to make her own decisions. She enjoyed unrestricted freedom since Kody believed she was the most devoted to him as the patriarch. Because she used all four of her multiple spouses to gain power, people think she is worse than Kody. She could twist the facts to justify why everyone else was cruel to her, in addition to calling out others for their decisions. Furthermore, she may offend him with her Kody whispering skills, and he would see it as his loving wife simply not feeling safe. For example, when she is upset with Kody for thwarting her intentions for several marriages. "I'm beginning to feel a little tricked or something," she said to him. Or, for example, "Decisions that I did not make are being made for my life. I'm feeling quite furious and depressed about it." However, she has yet to admit that she was treating her sister wives in the same manner. What are your thoughts? Is Kody Brown superior to Robyn Brown? Do you believe that the opposite is true? Are you eager to watch the next Sister Wives Season 19 episodes? Please leave a remark below. Fans of Sister Wives are perplexed by Robyn Brown's absence of tears. Robyn Brown, star of Sister Wives, is well known for crying on camera. She is now frequently referred to online as Sobbin' Robyn by spectators. Robyn's use of tears as a manipulative tool has long been suspected by many observers. However, after looking at a single old clip, the proof appears to be clear. Early on, Robyn Brown declines the opportunity to cry on camera. The Brown family had a great deal of instability in the first several seasons of Sister Wives. Many fans believe that Robyn would have had plenty of opportunities to cry in a confessional after moving to Las Vegas, but she chose not to. On Reddit, a Sister Wives fan recently commented, "It's strange that Robyn wasn't crying during this clip when it would have been a more reasonable time, /clip. Anything and everything makes her cry." However, it demonstrates that when she was younger, she believed she would remain with Kody regardless of whether everyone stayed or left, and I believe she genuinely assumed the other spouses would never leave. Normally, she bawls when Kody cries or even becomes a little agitated, but not in this instance. At the start of the video, Robyn says, "It's been really, really heavy, so when we get to sit here and have a blast with each other, and laugh and talk, it makes it so we remember why it is we're doing this." Mary continues by explaining that since their offer of 4 dwellings was rejected, their plans are now completely ad hoc. The scenario becomes even more grim when Kody adds that they intend to move in 7 days. The patriarch of the family describes how it can be so hard to relocate the whole family to one location in some polygamous families, that wives and kids are occasionally split off from the group and never reunite. Robyn's eyes are obviously dry, but Kody starts crying over the situation. Given that Robyn is usually the one crying, many Sister Wives fans thought the relationship was strange. In the end, other Redditors didn't appear shocked. The majority of viewers think Robyn has never displayed real emotion and has always been cunning and manipulative. Other viewers of Sister Wives observed, "It's unbelievable that they didn't inform the young children that they were moving until 7 days before to the move. There's nothing like giving them time to figure things out." Robyn is attempting to strategize how this will impact her plans. She is too preoccupied with devising plans to turn the tide in her favor to consider anyone except herself. Face with rolling eyes. That small smile right now is chilling when you think about how she cries at the drop of a hat. When he finally replied, "They've got to live together," she kind of rolled her eyes. She had absolutely no desire to live among the other ladies or kids. Even just by looking at her facial expressions over the years, I can tell that she is unable to conceal her emotions because they are evident on her face. She also maintains her smile throughout the video. Furthermore, it's not a putting on a brave face kind of smile. What was your reaction to this vintage Sister Wives clip from the show's early days? Do you agree with the opinions expressed by others? Tell us what you think in the comments section below. Watch for upcoming Sister Wives Season 19 episodes that will air on TLC in the spring. For the most recent information, follow TV shows Ace Online. Has Season 19 of Sister Wives already ended? Why was there no new episode this weekend? Fans of Sister Wives are shocked. The new episode of the show was supposed to air on February 9, 2025. Nevertheless, the episode was never released. Regarding whether the creators will release another episode next Sunday or midweek, fans are still perplexed. So, what else will be on TV during that time if the show isn't airing? Every Sunday, Sister Wives premieres, but this week's episode didn't happen. The program is taking a break from television, much to the dismay of its fans. When will the program be back? Will Kody and his multiple families return for another season, or are they saying goodbye to their followers for good? Even if Kody's followers occasionally criticize him, it's entertaining to be a part of his life. What will happen to the show next? When Janelle was in her 20s, she wed Kody. The only wife who got along well with the latter was hers. The Sister Wives star managed their family finances and took care of their accounts. However, she lives a fairly traditional life. She is finally free of Kody's hold and leading a somewhat normal life. Janelle had her first drink with David and Christine. Janelle hesitated at first, but then relaxed. She was even afraid that something would go wrong, but David and Christine, her former co-worker, helped her to relax. Janelle acknowledged that she had a good time after her first shot. One of TLC's oldest programs is Sister Wives. People cannot overlook the hate family, Kody, even if they adore them. Janelle shared that she had packed up and relocated to North Carolina on the most recent episode. She even purchased a farm company because she wants to live nearer to her daughter, Maddie. She is thrilled with her new life, which is full of opportunities, and wants to start a flower farm. To obtain their portion of the Coyote Pass property, Mary and Janelle are still at odds with Kody. But they have their own lives to attend to as well. Janelle was assisted in shifting by Christine, who also joined her. When they arrived in New Orleans, she and David took Janelle out to drink. She tasted alcohol for the first time here. Mary is still perplexed by the B&B industry. She also lacks clarity around her goals and her desires. Her joyful bubble also includes Robyn and Kody. The Coyote Pass property is not something they wish to sell. Aurora, their daughter, requested that they baptize her. In addition, they enjoy each other's company and flirt. What comes next? Sister Wives mid-season finale was supposed to run on February 9th, but it never did. Fans will now have to wait several months for the show to come back. Until spring, the show will not be broadcast. After that, it will return with Tell All in season 19. The public will be able to watch longer Bailin' Out Loud episodes till then. 90 Day Fiancé, Pillow Talk will debut at the same time next week. Then, the Sister Wives slot will be filled with the new series, The Baldwins, beginning on February 23rd. For the most recent reality TV return often to TV season and spoilers. When it came to her marriage to Kody Brown, Mary Brown held on the longest. The Sister Wives actress waited for years in the hopes of making amends with the polygamous father. Mary made the decision to leave her 30-year marriage in 2024, and she hasn't turned back since. Mary has been doing well in the most recent season. However, the friendly split has now resulted in some ego damage, and the single mother needs legal assistance. Mary was seen talking candidly with Janelle Brown about the persistent problems in Coyote Pass on a recent Sister Wives episode. The family had decided to purchase a piece of property in Arizona where each of them could construct their ideal homes, as TLC viewers are aware. However, they were left in debt as the years-long endeavor became a total nightmare. Kody's name appeared on every deed, even though each wife owned a piece of land. In order to secure an equal portion of the family's 4 plots of property, Mary mentioned during the chat that she had considered hiring a lawyer. At the moment, Janelle, Mary, Kody, and Robyn Brown, his favorite wife, own Coyote Pass. In her confessional, Mary said, "There has been a lot of confusion surrounding the way things have been done in the family, the way that Kody is with me and has been with me for many, many years. I think that's why I'm going to get a lawyer to help me through this process," she continued. "I felt like for quite a few years, I've just kind of sat back and just didn't want to ruffle feathers," the B&B owner continued. "I will raise the problem, even if I haven't done so on numerous occasions.